Welcome to the Anxiety Slayer series. Our mission is to assist you with creating more peace and tranquility in your life through anxiety release exercises and supportive tools created to slay your anxiety. Today's Anxiety Slayer podcast is brought to you by Natural Vitality, makers of Natural Calm, featuring nature's relaxing magnesium mineral, which reduces stress symptoms, promotes better sleep, provides sustainable energy, soothes nerves, relieves muscle cramping, supports heart and bone health, and hundreds of other activities in the human body. Visit naturalvitality.com/anxiety slayer to get a free sample of the #1 selling magnesium supplement in the natural market. Welcome back to Anxiety Slayer. I'm Shan Vanderleek, here with my wonderful friend and partner, Ananga Sivir. And we come together weekly on Skype to share Anxiety Slayer sessions with you and answer listener questions from our inbox and Facebook page. Together, we share a powerful collection of techniques to reduce stress and anxiety. Today, we're going to be discussing how magnesium can relieve stress and anxiety. Hello, Ananga.
Hi, Shan.
It's wonderful to be with you again today.
You too, Shan.
So one of the ways that magnesium can support us is as a muscle relaxant. And over the years, we've often recommended Epsom salt baths for calming anxiety and easing muscle tension before sleep. But soluble magnesium supplements are also another great way to aid relaxation and sleep, and so much more.
Yeah, I really get on very well with magnesium. I don't take many supplements, but that is one I've consistently used over the years. When I was suffering a lot with chronic illness and muscle pain, I was very much aware that magnesium made me feel less nervous and less uncomfortable, really reduced muscle tension in my body. Epsom salt baths was one really good way to do that, or taking a magnesium supplement really helped me.
And during our research, we learned so much more about magnesium, that it's involved in more than 300 essential metabolic reactions in our bodies and is essential for nerve health. I mean, no wonder I enjoy it so much, because I've been taking both the powdered version as well as the vitamin, or the pill form, for years, and was taking magnesium for cramping around my menstrual cycle, for helping me rest and relax. And because sometimes I have a pretty highly charged personality, I find that if I have a magnesium drink, I can really feel the effects and the calming pretty quickly. Because I get pretty amped up and run, definitely a very pitta woman in a kapha body. So my brain really appreciates the magnesium when I take it. And I know you've learned a lot about magnesium and Ayurveda and digestion. I'd love for you to share a little bit about that.
Yeah, Ayurveda teaches that it's what we digest rather than what we eat that really affects our overall health. So that's why I really favor taking magnesium, what they call transdermally, through oil or through an Epsom salt bath is a really good way to do it. I had a brilliant magnesium oil here that I was using for years, but it was really sticky, and I knew it helped me, but it was stopping me using it. Sometimes we just need to find something that works really well and is really easy to take. So I've gone on to favor soluble magnesium for the reason that it's just so bioavailable to our bodies. You drink it and it's in your system. I always favor herbs and tinctures over tablets, just for the reason that they get right in your system. Sometimes when we're stressed and our digestive system tends to shut down when we're stressed, we may as well be eating a mint. I know this from having to take painkillers in the past for really severe pain. Unless I could get myself to a certain point of relaxation, they wouldn't work. They wouldn't get into my system. Because when we're stressed, our digestive system just kind of tenses in on itself, the fight or flight. It just freezes up. So when you've got a really good quality soluble supplement, and it's pleasant to take, it's convenient to take, you're more likely to take it anyway because it's nice and it gets right in your system and does what it needs to do. So I really favor magnesium in a soluble format.
When I first started seeing and working with a Chinese medicine practitioner, one of the very first things that he recommended that I add to my nutrition was chamomile tea and then powdered magnesium called Natural Calm. And he said both of those were really important and to help me feel more calm and relaxed and to take better care of myself. And I have been using the powdered product as well as the tablets for, I think it's been 10 years now. And I have noticed as well that if I drink it, if I get in a bath with magnesium, the effects are much quicker. I start to feel the calming effects much quicker than if I were to just take a tablet. So I'm right on the same page with you there.
Yeah.
And one of the things I like about this particular product as well is that it tastes good. And so often, as I was referring to Chinese medicine, every once in a while, Michael is his name, Michael Diagro would give me some herbs to take, in a tea form that were just so awful.
Yeah.
Like I knew my body needed them, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't really enjoy them, and
No,
so
I've done the same. And then when you have to brew them up, and the house smells of them, and then you kind of preempt taking them before it's even
I know it.
It's even in the cup, and your body starts to really not enjoy that. It's true. I also tried a form of magnesium that it's like a salty form. It was really expensive. I got it a while ago for my daughter because she suffers a lot with tension headaches and muscle pain, and I really could see that her magnesium needed managing. And my herbalist, Sebastian Pohl from Pucker Herbs, who's helped me with my health journey for many, many years now, also checked in with my daughter's magnesium level and recommended that was something we should definitely be on with her. So I bought this supplement, and the reviews were good for it, and it was recommended that you add it into something like pomegranate juice to mask the taste, but it just tasted like fruity seawater.
Oh.
I knew it was good quality, but she's not going to take it. It just made her feel, it made her feel sick. Especially also if you're having some hormone disruption and nausea with headaches, you don't want to be tasting anything salty.
No.
Again, what's easy to take, we take.
Right. Sure. We often talk about Dr. McCullough, who is a natural health expert, and he says that magnesium is perhaps one of the most overlooked minerals, and that an estimated, I think, 70% or more of Americans are deficient in magnesium. He didn't have any numbers on what that looks like in the UK, but I suspect it's similar.
Mm.
So through our research and conversations, we've learned so much that magnesium is crucially important for optimal health and for performing a wide array of biological functions. And I know that you had a few of those listed that maybe you'd like to share.
Yeah, we know that magnesium is very good for our muscles and our nerves. This is really important to remember when we're suffering from anxiety, because a lot of us suffer with heart symptoms, feelings of fast heart, or feelings like we're skipping a heartbeat. If you think about it, the heart is a big, powerful, very important muscle. So anything that helps keep that ticking over smoothly is a really good thing to be looking into. Magnesium helps create energy in our body, and it's Dr. McCullough, I'm no great expert nutritionist, but from the words of Dr. McCullough, it acts as a precursor for neurotransmitters like serotonin. So it helps our nervous system and helps us feel calm and settled.
And there's no question. With both of us having used it, with your daughter having used it, we know because it's worked for us for sure.
If I were to commit to 2 supplements, and again, I don't take many supplements, it would be vitamin D in the winter because of the lack of natural sunlight in the Northern Hemisphere, and magnesium.
Yes. We'll be back right after this message to discuss magnesium for anxiety relief. You need magnesium for hundreds of activities in the human body, yet over 70% of Americans don't get the minimum daily requirements of this vital mineral. Natural Calm is the #1 selling magnesium supplement in the natural market for over a decade. Natural Calm reduces stress symptoms, promotes better sleep, helps relieve headaches, provides sustainable energy, soothes nerves, relieves muscle cramping, and supports heart and bone health, and a whole lot more. Available in a variety of delicious organic flavors, Natural Calm makes a great anti-stress drink. Visit naturalvitality.com/anxiety slayer to get your free sample. Let's talk more about magnesium specifically for anxiety relief.
Yeah, so we've touched upon already that magnesium helps maintain normal blood pressure and a steady heart rhythm. That's really helpful. Some of these symptoms of anxiety could be caused by a lack of sufficient magnesium levels in our body. So it's good to have those things in check. We often hear people say, I wish I could just take something natural to support my anxiety. Anxiety is such a big thing to live with already. We feel so overwhelmed. So sometimes we just want to take something that we feel helps and we feel confident is giving us some support. And I think magnesium is one natural thing that can really help.
It makes me wonder how 70% of people in the United States are lacking magnesium, the amount that they need.
Yeah, from what I've read and looked into, a lot of it is down to magnesium levels being depleted in the soil. I was recently myself looking into some organic gardening. I want to be growing some kale and greens myself this spring. And one of the recommendations was to make sure that your soil has enough magnesium. And interestingly enough, one of the tips was to get a load of Epsom salts and dig them into your garden, same as when you put them in your bath, because much of our soil is magnesium depleted. And that's easy to manage when we're growing our own vegetables, and green leafy vegetables are one of the great sources of magnesium. But in commercial farming, we know our food isn't as nourishing as it once was, and our soil isn't as well looked after as it once was. Intensive farming really does produce greater yields of a lower quality.
And based on all of that information, many people have to be deficient without even knowing they are, with a percentage that high.
Yeah,
So it's certainly something to consider taking advice on if you suffer with anxiety.
yeah, check with a qualified herbalist or nutritionist or your healthcare practitioner. We're not qualified to give nutritional or herbal advice, just offering this as information for your consideration, as it's something that's been beneficial to us and recommended to us by our own herbalists. Same with vitamin D. Have a look into it. I know my bloods were checked before surgery. My vitamin D levels were low. I was deficient. So I'm careful to top that up in the winter months when I'm not getting enough sunlight. Also, it's nice to look into ways that we can add good things into our diet. One way we can support ourselves naturally with magnesium is to grow some of our own greens, give them good soil to thrive in, as we've just discussed, or to look around at different sources in your local area where you can get good quality greens. Organic is always considered to be more nutritious. The statistics for magnesium is that organic greens have 7% more magnesium than other types of greens. So eat organic where possible and eat more. Bring more vegetation into your diet. Increasing living plants in our diet is a positive step to an overall sense of nourishment and well-being.
And for that, Ayurveda recommends that these greens be cooked or lightly steamed or sautéed with digestion enhancing spices like ginger and cumin. And it's so very tasty, and you're doing your body such a good thing by adding more of these wonderful greens into your nutritional game plan.
Yeah,
Again, the emphasis being on what we digest being the primary concern. So, salad may be very nutritious, but it's difficult to digest and extract nourishment from it. So, when struggling with stress and anxiety, warm and easy to digest meals are best.
absolutely. It's all down to bioavailability, what's available to us. Pre-cooked foods in Ayurveda when we're stressed and anxious, or if we're a little off color, or just for health in general, just to make it really easy for your body. One of the most healing foods in Ayurveda is something called khichdi, which is rice and mung beans, mung dal, cooked together with beautiful spices like ginger, cumin, turmeric, which we know is anti-inflammatory and so healing for the body, anti-cancer herb, and to just bring some nice vegetables in with that, some greens, some green beans. Carrots are very nourishing, very grounding, very good for anxiety. Because Ayurveda really likes these healthy one-pot meals that are warm, wet, slightly oily, and using natural spices to help us digest and get the best from our food.
There are a few other areas that we could mention that are going to be very helpful if you're suffering with anxiety right now, and that is to remember the importance of oil massage, drinking calming teas, saffron milk for your heart and to lift your mood. Breathing exercises, of course, are so very helpful. And natural supplements like magnesium are all important and helpful factors in supporting a healthy nervous system and to calm your anxiety. If you found this podcast helpful, we'd love if you'd share it. Please share wherever you spend time online and help us reach out to as many anxiety sufferers as we can. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support.
Anxiety Slayer has been offering a free podcast for more than 6 years. Now we want to help you go deeper by providing step-by-step support on getting the best experience from our favorite tools and techniques for overcoming anxiety. Are you ready to take action against your anxiety? Enroll in the Anxiety Slayer Academy now, and you can get started today. Visit anxietyslayer.com/support.